I remember from 9/11 was that I was in second grade at the time, and it was at about 8:30 in the morning, and my teacher told us that something happened in the city.
All the kids started going home one by one. I wasn't really sure what was going on, and then I remember my friends that mom came to pick us up, and we went home early from school.
I saw what was happening on TV when my mom came to pick me up from school. It didn't really look like a big deal. My mom just told me a building fell.
But we were too young to really understand what was happening. I remember going home and my parents showed me on the news, oh, an airplane hit a building and it fell down. I mean, you don't really know what that means.
We went on our roof and we actually had a clear view of 9/11, of the whole event going down, and actually got to witness both towers collapsing.
It was very visible from Avenue J and East 10th Street that we saw the soot in the air.
I remember the debris outside my house.
Pieces of fluttering paper still in the air, flying literally outside my house.
I couldn't really understand how important the day was and how much sorrow happened on that day and how much it meant to people. We came here today to the memorial that was built on the 10th anniversary, and it was really, they did an amazing job. And we came here, we each had a person that unfortunately passed on that Tuesday.
We all had to take a person, a victim of the attacks, and research them and see, why they were here, who they left behind, and the effects that it brought onto them.
Tell the story of that person's lives before they were killed.
My girl's name was Nicole Carol Miller. She was 21 years old and she was born in California, San Jose.
Dennis Patrick Oberg. He was a firefighter, one of the first responders.
My guy's name was Paul Nicola, and he was born in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
His name was Richard L. Allen, but his friends just call him Richie. He was 31 years old when he died.
I have Harry Goody, also called Chucky by his friends and family.
Lauren Gibe she was a flight attendant for 37 years.
Thomas W. Kelly, he was a firefighter. He worked at Ladder Company 15 in Manhattan. He was 50 years old when he died.
I was Erwin L. Erker. He was born on August 7, 1960, and when he died on 9/11, he was 41 years old.
His name was Deborah Jacobs Welsh. She was 49 at the time that she died. She was a flight attendant on Flight 93.
They used to call her New York. Samuel Fields. He was a man of simple taste. He loved Motown and the Beatles.
John J. Chadha. He was born in Wisconsin, but he lived in Virginia.
So Josh Rosenblum was born on April 8, 1973 in Brooklyn, New York. He was the youngest of 5 children, and his entire life was about fighting and winning. When he was 4 years old, he was out on the street riding his bike on a very quiet cul-de-sac on Long Island, and got run over by a bus. Both his legs were broken, his skull was crushed, and after several years of surgery, he pretty much had a full recovery. There was one thing though that was interesting, that the plastic surgery on his face, so he never wanted the scars to be fully he always wanted to have a little bit of remembrance. So even though the plastic surgery could have gotten rid of the scars, they didn't. He was on his high school football team, he was a great guy. When it came time for him to go to college, he wanted to go to college where he could ski, so he went to the University of Colorado at Boulder, where he went for 4 years, where he majored in economics. And when he got his first job when he finished college, he wanted to work for his father a little bit in Florida, but he got a job at Cantor Fitzgerald here in the North Tower, where he worked and where he met his fiancée, and they were going to get married. In fact, he was going to get married the following weekend on September 15th. When friends from college started calling his family, we started hearing all of the secret chesed activities he would do. Lending money to people, never expecting to be paid back, helping people out of jams. And people told him he was really a major force. Josh Rosenblum's remains have never been found. And through all of the sifting and all of the DNA and all of this stuff. So for Josh's family, this pool here by Tower 1 is his cemetery. So I'll go over and say a little prayer.
3,000 is a number, but when you talk about one person, you understand how big that number is and how much it means.